Carl, and before I do my complete post-game analysis, I'd like to get this out of the way. Giants win! Giants win! Giants win! Giants win! Giants win! Giants win! They don't lose. They won. They beat the Packers. The Packers suck. Brett Favre sucks. He's old. He got to retire because the Giants won. They're going to the Super Bowl, baby. Super Bowl, yeah! I got this from a guy says it fell off a dental supply truck. Comes in handy when an NFC championship's on the line, baby. What a thrilling balls out performance by my Big Blue Wrecking Crew. Oh, I'm so proud of my guys, Strahan, Eli, Bradshaw, Steve Smith, Burris. Even you, Lawrence Tynes, misser of field goals. Oh, in the heat of rage, I composed some new nicknames for you, big man. Like the other LT, loser time, least talented kicker ever. Let me tear you a new one. Lick my that was another one I come up with. And the classic, Lawrence. I thought you were going to have to hire an outside security firm because I was going to hunt you and your family down like a wild wounded animal. In a tireless campaign of car keying, tire flattening, house spray painting, dead animal in mailbox inserting, late night heavy breathing for your girlfriend or significant other. All the classics. Oh, but after you iced the game with that 47-yard field goal, I have totally called off my reign of holy terror for 2 more weeks. Unless you blow another couple chip shots like that in Arizona. Then I suggest you vacate the tri-state area for good, or it's cement shoes time. All right. Look, I'm just going to drink 11 more beers from the bejeweled goblet of golden victory and celebrate this moment in Giants lore. I'll probably whip off my shirt, shave an NY into the side of my head, and maybe I'll help a pack of strangers flip a minivan. Who knows? If I feel frisky, I'll set fire to an electronics store. We'll see how the evening plays out. You better watch your back, Tom Brady. We're coming for you, you mediocre supermodel banging fancy pants. Super Bowl, baby! Super Bowl, yeah!
Hey, I'm Carl, and contrary to the title this week, I'm not so pissed at all. 'Cause the New York football Giants marched into Little D and made America's team their prison bitch. Yeah! All thanks to me and my super fan no-holds-barred approach to winning. No mercy, never surrender. And, also Eli, Amani Tuma, and the D, they came up big too, according to many of my preset plans for success. My Jessica Simpson wig worked like a friggin' charm, man. You could tell I was in Tony Romo's head the whole game, haunting him, making his life a living hell. He couldn't hear me, 'cause I'm here. I couldn't afford them tickets, but I know, and he knows, I'm out there, in my living room, double-fisting light beers and hunting him like a panther in the night. Oh, you think that overthrow interception to R.W. McWaters was a coincidence? Fine, keep your head in the sand. I won't get no thanks, but we all know it was me, screaming at my TV, "Go back to Mexico with your hot-ass girlfriend!" That I would do, too, if I was famous and I had your looks and athletic ability, Romo. Oh, yeah. On Sunday, the beast slayed the prey and butchered the meat. That's the story. The analysis, I think that come Tuesday, Big Michael Strahan will be flossing the massive gap in his teeth with Jessica Simpson's thong. 'Cause even a dumb bottle blonde broad like her knows what a true champion looks like. The only downside is that success breeds responsibility, training, commitment. Now I gotta wear this dumbass wig for the next 3 weeks until the G-Men emerge victorious in Super Bowl XL2, as it has been written in the scrolls. I thought briefly about doing a Dee Snider thing with it. Perm it, feather it, layer it. Make it more manly. Basically say we're not gonna take it to the rest of the NFL. But then I got a brainwave. I set up an appointment with a stylist at the mall to get it colored brunette. Maybe take the body out, give it more of a bob. Just like who? That's right, football fan. Brett Favre's wife. And then I'll tuck my penis in between my legs, and I'll be in his head. Like the serial killer in that movie with that guy that ate all them people. To understand him, you have to become him. Brett Favre, I'm coming for you. And the G-Men will march into Wisconsin for the NFC Championship and push the Packers up and down the frozen tundra of Lambeau Field like their own private Zamboni. Until then, I'll be here, biding my time, drinking my cold ones, crafting my taunts. And I'll keep the blinds closed, 'cause I look like a serious jackass in this. It wouldn't be so bad with some lowlights. I look so washed out, Nothing drastic, just match my eyebrows. Really brighten up my face, frame it, bring out, the color in my eyes. 'Cause you know I'm a badass!
Giants win! 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 Take that, all you poor immigrants stitching them New England Patriots undefeated visors. I predicted it, and that is why everyone should always, now and forever, listen to me. G-Man, you are the friggin' wind beneath my wings. Sometimes I know, I don't communicate how I feel when I scream, you suck, or fire Coughlin. You know that what I really mean is, you golden champions, you must try harder, and I believe in you. I have faith in you. And, I did tweak my classic looks during the game because I laid 25 G's on Big Blue. 25 G's that I do not have. I was going to fake my own death, classic slip in the shower and accidentally fall in a drum of hydrofluoric acid. When 3rd and 5, Eli's about to have his head ripped off, and he releases a wounded duck wobbler. David Tyree catches it inside the Patriots 25 with his friggin' helmet. I tell you, if I ever have a son, I will totally name him Bill Belichick sucks. So the rest of my life, I'll say that at least once a month, when my bitchy ex-wife comes after me for child support, assuming I ever get so stupid as to get trapped in marriage or not wear no rubber or nothing. I was about to be hung upside down from a bridge. Now I can finally buy that 50-inch plasma screen for my bedroom and for my can. Brady, if you don't know by now, Giselle was a spy sent to drain you of all your vital fluids and leave you prone to the NY Football Giants defensive line. Randy Moss, I don't know why I was ever scared of a guy named Randy. And Bill Bella's second place, keep running down the tunnel all the way back to the big dig like the tasteless goon you are. The Giants just shoved 17 points right up your ass pike. Keep watching it over and over and over again on your spy cam. The end result is still the same. Eli hoists trophy, cut to commercial. I may have to take a little field trip to Beantown and host a little Boston Pea Party. Publicly urinate all over Foxborough like an animal. I'm marking my territory. Junior Seau, you want to see what a ring looks like? You got to come to NYC, baby. Because the Giants won. 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 The Giants.
Patriots versus Colts, Brady versus Manning, Belichick versus Dungy. The collision of two undefeated Goliaths. Who is stronger? Who is faster? Who has what it takes to make it to Super Bowl XL2? Where they will have their tiny little boy ball sacks ripped open and forcibly fed to them by the New York Football Giants. Yeah, it's a foregone conclusion. The G-Men will roll in Arizona, 37-2, we'll say. And you can bank on that. And that's not just Vegas talking neither, because they're not saying that at all. That's me, Carl. I'll personally spot anyone 14 points, but we both know that the real spread will be somewhere in the 30s. See, that's why I'm so pissed this week. All the media attention paid to a couple also-ran losers. I ask you, who gives two turds? The real focus should be placed on the Big Blue Record crew and how they spent their bye week. Where was the press when Plexico Burris helped the United Way install fitness equipment in Garfield, New Jersey, huh? Not in his face, like I was. And where was Fox and CBS when I gave Jeremy Shockey some good tips on how to explode off the line? That tattoo parlor in Newbridge? He was getting a serpent done on his shoulder. I said, I should have the face of Lawrence Taylor, but the head of Bill Parcells. And he told me he'd think about it. And where was Jeff Fiegels during all this? Seriously, I gave him my number when he was signing balloons for kids out at the new Ford dealership out in Nutley. Oh, we're supposed to hang out this week. He's such an awesome punter. So anyways, Pats won, big frickin' deal. Bill Belichick, that's right, I said that, and I know you're watching this. We'll see you in January. Better take them lens caps off your little cheating little spy cameras, because you're going to want instant replay when O.C. Umanora rips Tom Brady's head off and engorges himself on the iron-rich blood from his Patriot neck. And that, my friend, will be worth the 15-yard penalty. So until next Monday, Bill Belichick, you can suck on it, because I'm pissed. Hey, I'm Carl, and guess what? I'm pissed again. BCS, it must stand for bad college, stupid. Sucks. I think it's something. My point is, college is for losers in football and in life, and this season just proves it. Missouri, West Virginia, I could give a flying. Hey, Carl, what about the Rainbow Warriors of Hawaii? They're undefeated. Maybe they can play the chocolate unicorn elves at the fruity candy-ass bowl in Never Never Land. The only good thing to come out of Hawaii is Dog the Bounty Hunter with a prostitute in handcuffs. If there is a God in heaven, a volcano will destroy that whole stupid island before the committee picks for the Sugar Bowl. Hey, while we're at it, let's see if Alaska's got a team. Or Canada. Hey, Guam might want to play. They're 11-0 in their suck-ass third world division where they play with a ball made out of coconut husk. Kansas is still in the BCS picture with that fat-ass Mangino huffing and wheezing on the sidelines. Good thing they haven't beaten anyone decent. There ain't enough Gatorade in the world to soak the multiple mucus-encrusted rolls in his neck alone. He's one onion ring away from exploding all over the drum corps. All right, I was out of line. As you could see by my living room, the G-Men lost on Sunday. I saw you at the press conference, Eli, smiling and saying that you learned from the game. 4 interceptions, 3 for touchdowns. Oh, did you learn not to throw it to the big guys in the purple shirt? I'm pissed, and I got an American right to be so. Wait a minute. BCS, Boston can suck it. Yeah, Boston can suck it. Go with that one. Why, Joe? Why? Come back to the Yankees. We need you now more than ever. I remember your iron steel resolve in 2001. Post 9/11. Never forget, never surrender. When America needed the Yankees the most, you were there. Destiny wanted you to win the 5th straight and show them Al-Qaeda who the real boss is. And then the friggin' big unit and Kurt Schilling and the douchebacks, we will call them, stabbed America in the back and ripped off both the Yankees and patriots everywhere by denying us our rightful throne in America. A bald eagle cried on that day. And Thomas Jefferson and George Washington and Agrippa himself died again in heaven. Joe Torre, I'll never forget you standing there with your hand in your back pocket telling me that, I better get out of Yankee Clubhouse pronto, you were going to call security. I had Yankees Artorific shaved into the various hairs on my torso. And as your clubhouse goons damaged my neck real bad, you gave me the thumbs up. I wish you luck, Joe Torre, wherever you go. Unless it's Boston, Toronto, Baltimore, Tampa Bay, or anywhere in the American League. You go there and you go straight to hell. Hey, I'm Carl, and I'm pissed. Missouri couldn't step up against the Sooners, and they can't even afford cleats in Oklahoma. They practice by chasing a warthog with a knife. And West Virginia craps the bed against Pitt and Wannstedt and his Sean Cassidy butt cut. All right, I'll admit, I'm jealous. It's a fine salt and pepper mane, and I like his mustache. It's thick and masculine. But that don't make him a coach. No one got the stones to man up and seize the championship and take what is rightfully theirs. Ohio State against LSU for number 1? Oh, they're just tied 0-0 and go into infinite overtime until the Super Bowl so I can finally change the friggin' channel. BCS should stand for Buckeyes Can Suck It. Oh, wait, I mean, the Ohio State Suckeyes. Yeah, that's right. I come up with that, and I'm putting it on visors and mesh tees, so don't even think about it. What chaps my ass is that the most important decision of your and my lifetime is we let a computer run the show. Computers don't know nothing about championship football, except for Madden 07. That computer's pretty smart. Georgia, USC, Oklahoma. No, we're going to let some computer nerd randomly pick 2 teams to play for all the marbles. Then just go with Rutgers. They're good. They just happen to lose all 5 of their games this season. Strength of schedule, I'll say this, they beat Wannstedt. But look, don't shed any tears for my beloved Scarlet Knights. They'll get a bid to play in the Cuckoo Chili and a Bread Bowl out in Kansas somewhere or something, assuming that still exists. In conclusion, computers ain't good for nothing but porn. I've seen a woman fillet a weed eater. It was in a dense pasture, and it was somewhat arousing. My larger point is this. BCS now stands for Breaking Carl's Sanity, which makes Carl start breaking Carl's sofa with a baseball bat. Or it could stand for Babes Can Sit, and then I point to my face. That's gotta be on a t-shirt somewhere. BCS, Babes Can Sit. Oh, man, I am really wasted here.
Hey, I'm Carl, and guess what? I'm pissed again. First things first, Tiki Baba, take off the apron and stop showing me how to make creme brulee. I know there's a break in the Natalie Holloway case, but you gotta get behind Big Blue on this one. You say one more negative thing about Coughlin and how he leads my brave men, and you will be officially evicted from Carl's Fathead Wall of Legends. Now the larger issue. My New York football Giants are about to be coronated into golden pigskin law, yet the Super Bowl Beantown beatdown ain't happening for another week. I am well aware that Randy Moss may well enjoy sunsets, long walks on the beach, and sexually assaulting waitresses, but I don't need one more sports center to tell me something I already knew from his MySpace page. Where are the real Super Bowl stories about strategy and grit and preparation? Jeff Fiegels is passionate about barbecue, yet I have not seen one feature about how he likes to grill out in his backyard. Amani Toomer, he owns a rare 108-inch plasma screen TV, but you'd never know about it if I hadn't blogged about it. OCU Manura, he listens to Jay-Z to pump him up on game days, and the mainstream media don't want you to know that. Meanwhile, Tom Brady is parading around New York in our house in a walking cast. High ankle sprain? I wasn't born yesterday like one of Tom Brady's illegitimate children. You look closely at that cast. It's a blade sticking out of it, designed to stab giants. Or, maybe it's a tranquilizer gun. But more than likely, it's probably a camera he had surgically affixed to his big toe bone during the bye week so Bill Belichick can record and beam giant formations via satellite into his headphones. If they don't inspect that cast before game time, I'm going to formally file a protest with the league office. Enough with the media hype. I know the Patriots, they won some games, okay? They've won games recently. I get that. Okay, I get it. But guess what? So have the Big Blue Wrecking Crew. An NFL record, 10 road victories in a row. And it's about to be 11, despite what so-called Las Vegas says. I only bet with legitimate offshore websites based in Honduras, where the real money is. I'm not an idiot, no doubt. It'll be a nail-biter. So I'll give the Patriots 10 to 13 points, depending on my buzz. Talk to Dollar Bill Sorrentino down at the docks before those odds lead the table. I got the thermostat jacked up to 88 to match game time conditions in Phoenix. I got 3 kegs of low-carb beer to get me through to the weekend. And I took out a subprime second mortgage on my pad and put it all on Big Blue to shock the world on Sunday. Mark it down, naysayers. Giants by 23 points this Sunday. It's my lock of the century or the week.
Hey, I'm Carl, and I'm pissed. The feds and the media jackals will not stop dogpiling on Barry Bonds. The man hit 73 ding-dongs in 1 year. That alone should earn him the respect of a media blackout. And you're taking away his ability to work? He has a family, I think. I know he got that ex-girlfriend in Playboy. She's freaking ridiculous. You see the rack on her? I'd motorboat those chest hams in a minute. I'm sure that Barry thought he was injecting flaxseed oil into his spine, retinas, genitals, and pituitary gland. Not steroids. It's an honest mistake. The true sadness here is that millions of kids out there are getting the wrong idea about roids, and so they'll never discover the magic of artificial muscle mass. When I was 13, I was a little guy. So I acquired some human growth hormone through the proper channels and injected it into my buttocks until they both collapsed. And then ultimately my scrotum. I benched 405 that summer. Then I picked up one of them electric treadmills, threw it through a plate glass window, destroying the front end of a Firebird Z28, which was one of my fitness goals that year. In 7th grade, steroids cost me my hair, and I did grow a very small tail-like protrusion. But I was able to clip that off with tin snips, and ain't no one never messed with me at that bus stop again. I benched 405 that summer. No one's writing about that. Listen, let Barry be Barry, and let Carl be Carl. Because I know if you dumbass sports writers could eat something that make you write at the speed of sound or something, you'd do it in a heartbeat. I know you would. Even if it did shrink your testicles to the size of BBs, which did not happen to me, by the way. I'm huge down here. That's why all you broads tune in. Don't think I don't know that, sweetheart. So come back next Monday and get your sex fix.